Shit, I ain't no rapper for real. Not a nigga that make music. I ain't really no rapper for real.
Okay.
Locked up when I was like 13, and they put me on house arrest, so I ain't had no choice but to be in the house and just making music and shit. And they put me in a program called ERC. It's called Evening Recruitment Center. And one of the little activities they used to take us to was going to the studio and shit, and we could make songs and shit, but you can't curse or you can't incriminate. You can't say no incriminating shit because the judge would have to see it and shit like that. And like, that's how I started rapping. So after I got out the program, I started making my own songs, and I was going back to the same studio, but now I could curse and all this other crazy shit.
I feel like I don't know if they still do that shit now, but I feel like they need that more than ever because they got like a lot of young rappers. Like
I don't think they do that shit no more. That nigga was just back crying and shit.
What's good with y'all? Welcome back to the line. Today we got
The Top Slime. I'm right here on the line.
Oh God.
How you?
Coolin'. So yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, Top Slime been rapping since you said 13?
Yeah, since I was 13.
13. A lot of people I know, they started like hopping on the rap wave like probably within the last year or two, but it seemed like you've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
So how'd that start off?
Got my dumb ass locked up. No, I've been rapping and shit, but not rapping, but I never like made a song. I always wrote down songs and never recorded the jumps. Like I just always used to freestyle and shit like that with my man. But I had got locked up when I was like 13, and they put me on house arrest, so I ain't had no choice but to be in the house and just making music and shit. And they put me in a program called ERC. It's called Evening Recruitment Center. And one of the little activities they used to take us to was it was going to the studio and shit, and we could make songs and shit, but you can't curse or you can't incriminate. You can't say no incriminating shit because the judge would have to see it and shit like that. And like, that's how I started rapping. So after I got out the program, I started making my own songs, and I was going back to the same studio, but now I could curse and all this other crazy shit. Yeah.
That's crazy as shit. So like, do you know who actually started the program? Was it like the studio owner or like a producer there? Or like,
I forgot the nigga name though. He used to stay in contact with me even when I got out that jump.
Okay.
I can't remember his name though.
Nah, that's alright. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I feel like I don't know if they still do that shit now, but I feel like they need that more than ever because they got like a lot of young rappers. Like
I don't think they do that shit no more.
Bro, this is the time
like
that they need it.
15, 16. I don't think they do that shit no more.
Damn. You being locked up at 13, though, how was that? Like being young, and was that normal for you? Or how you...
No, it was armed robbery. I got my dumb ass locked up from a Friday to a Monday. So I was in Suitland. I was at Maryland. I wasn't in it for too long. I got placed on house arrest for 11 and a half months.
Damn.
6 months on EM where you can't go nowhere, and then the rest of the months I did on GPS from 7, 8 to 9. Yeah. My shit was blowing.
Okay. Nah, cause I know we didn't really see a whole bunch of people who was like on house arrest, but we seen some niggas who had like the little ankle monitor and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I had the big fat ass jump and I had the little jump.
Oh god, shit. So, but you still could go to school. Like when did you stop going to school?
Oh nah, see, like that's a whole nother. See, I don't even like the shit like for real. I stopped going to school like 8th grade for real. Yeah, but like that 8th
never
grade.
Went back?
No, look, I'm about to explain. Like I stopped going to school in like 8th grade. I stopped going to school like 8th grade. They suspended me for a break, and I stopped going back to school because the shit was like I was already outside. They suspended me for like 2 months or some dumbass crazy shit like that. Like what the fuck is the point? So after that, by the time then it was summertime and shit. So when everybody was transitioning into high school and shit, everybody went to 9th grade and shit. That summertime from middle school to high school, I got my dumb ass locked up, and that's when I got placed on house arrest. But I ain't never go to school and shit. They signed off because the victim in my case was a nigga that I went to school with. So I had to only go to alternative schools. I couldn't go to regular schools, or I couldn't go back to school period because he was going to school and it was the victim in my case. So motherfucking yeah, my mother, they gave me some papers and shit that I had to sign off for like homeschooling my grandmother. I didn't do that shit. My mother real signed every paper, all the papers I did, and gave it to the court, act like I did it. So I never was in 9th grade. I skipped to the 10th when it was time to go back to high school. And when everybody was in 9th grade, I was on house arrest and all that other crazy shit. So when I got back to high school, I got back to high school in 10th grade, all I had to do was take a test and I passed that when I was in my right grade. Yeah.
Damn.
So I basically skipped 9th grade.
Cool. Did you try and graduate, or you didn't get the chance to?
Fuck no, I dropped out in the 11th. Shit was dumb as shit. They suspended me again for like 75 days when I stopped going to school.
At that point, it's just like, fuck.
Yeah, I always get suspended, dumb, stupid shit.
Yeah. Cool.